Recent world events like the pandemic, war in Ukraine and fuel shortages have led economic experts to believe a recession may occur soon. The Federal Reserve estimates the one-year-ahead recession probability to about 35% by 2023. It may seem like the economy has shuttered entirely, but the reality is that not every business is doomed to fail right now. Quite the contrary, some businesses, like the recession-proof business ideas listed ahead, can actually thrive during an economic downturn. At the very least, they're eminently survivable, both during a recession and afterward. What makes a business recession-proof? For the most part, these businesses provide staple products or services that hold true regardless of the economic situation, like education and repairs. Others cater specifically to people's changing habits and preferences. In this recession in particular, those habits are twofold. First, almost everyone is living and working remotely, and secondly, almost everyone is saving money. For that reason, businesses like online learning and e-commerce resale can absolutely thrive right now. It's safe to assume that you are working remotely and saving money too, as you plan how to start a business of your own. So many of the business ideas on this list can be launched and run totally from your own home, but those that require in-person interactions are conducive to social distancing measures. And they all require very little or no initial investment, and very little or no overhead once you've launched. Home repair and improvement. Home improvement and contracting is one of the most resilient industries, with a valuation of $457 billion a year. Suffice to say, most people want access to repair, plumbing and pressure washing services as soon as possible, rather than wait for better economic conditions. Since people are likely to stay home and save money, they could also allot their limited budget on home improvement projects. This is especially the case for homeowners looking to sell their properties to combat financial struggles. Baby products. Baby products are one of the industries that are recession-proof. After all, if you have a baby when the recession hits, that's not going to prevent you from needing diapers and bottles. Many parents will cut down on their own expenses before they cut back on buying things for their children. While they aren't totally recession-proof, children's products tend to be recession-resistant. Parents might not be able to spend hundreds of dollars on toys at Christmas during a tough year, but they will still buy presents. Babies grow fast and constantly need new clothes, and kids will always want a new pair of shoes to wear to school come September. If you are looking at starting a business that can withstand a recession, then consider something that caters to kids and especially babies. Freelancing. Freelancing in your field of expertise is always a viable, low-investment option, regardless of what the economy is doing. But it's an especially useful revenue stream during an economic downturn. While some companies lay off full-time staff during recessions, they may retain contractors or freelance employees, since the latter option is less expensive for them. If you're worried about your own full-time position, it may be a good idea to launch your freelance services alongside your current job. In the best-case scenario, you'll bring in some extra income when you need it most. The worst-case scenario, you'll have established your freelance career enough to keep you afloat while you look for another full-time position, or to keep growing your freelance work into a full-time gig. Online reselling. Online reselling of luxury bags, clothes, and accessories is common during an economic downturn. Thanks to eBay, Poshmark, and many other online platforms, it's easy for anyone to resell items online and ship the products to consumers. According to Forbes, around 33 million consumers purchased pre-owned clothes for the first time in 2020. This industry is also projected to double in the next 5 years, reaching $77 billion. Food and beverage. Food and beverage are also recession-proof industries. Because even during a recession, people need to eat. While people may cut back on luxuries like eating out at restaurants, they will still splurge on core food staples. Sales at grocery stores, candy sales, and alcohol sales all tend to increase during a recession. Why do these recession-proof businesses thrive despite money being tight? Because they are what people consider affordable luxuries during tough times. So, people will still treat themselves to these items before splurging on a bigger purchase. For instance, did you know that Snickers and Mars bars were invented during the Great Depression? This shows you how much we crave sugar when our stress levels rise. Grocery stores are a good sector to be in, as people tend to stay at home and eat in more. That means they will spend more time on home-cooked meals, and of course, people will always need toothpaste, laundry soap, and other staples will always thrive no matter the economic situation. Bookkeeping, accounting, and financial planning. Benjamin Franklin got at least one thing right: nothing is certain except death and taxes. Also certain, most people don't want to do those taxes on their own. But, beyond standard tax prep, individuals and small businesses may be in extra need of financial planning, asset management, and general guidance about their finances during times of economic uncertainty. Due to COVID-19 especially, small business owners may need help understanding new financing options, like the SBA's Paycheck Protection Program and disaster relief loans. Cleaning services. Due to the ongoing pandemic, corporate cleaning services remain in high demand. Businesses regularly need cleaners to sanitize and disinfect lobbies, bathrooms, employee workspaces, and other public areas. Starting your own cleaning business may seem daunting. However, it's possible to start small and offer personal cleaning services to your neighbors or small businesses first. Retail consignment. When things get tough, one of the first things people cut down on is new clothes. But that doesn't mean people want to give up their love of shopping. Second-hand stores saw a 31% increase in sales during the last recession, even as other retailers' sales dropped. In fact, the thrift store craze stayed after the recession was long gone. Plus, it's just as popular to buy used clothes as it is to buy new ones. People also try to save on electronics, jewelry, musical instruments, and more by purchasing them pre-owned. Retail franchises and other second-hand shops such as pawn shops are good businesses to start in a bad economy. Car repairs. The same principles that apply to second-hand shopping and home repairs thriving during a recession apply here. People aren't buying new cars when the economy dips. So, they'll need to tune up the car they already have, and cars, like homes, are bound to need those tune-ups from time to time. If you don't have the funds or knowledge to open a brand new, brick-and-mortar car repair shop, you can start by servicing cars for your friends, family, co-workers, and neighbors from your own garage or van, and let word of mouth work its magic. Courier and delivery services. People will always need mail and package delivery, especially with current e-commerce boom. This is why courier and delivery services are among the top recession-proof businesses. Courier and delivery services tend to be less vulnerable than other sectors to a recession. Even though sales might decline, there is a need to send packages, and with more and more people turning to buying and selling secondhand online, the need for delivery is only likely to rise. Some businesses might even outsource their courier services needs. So, whether it's raining, the sun is shining, or there is a recession, there is always a need for delivery services. Online teaching. With the vast majority of the world confined to their homes for the foreseeable future and companies begging for well-educated staff, the necessity of online learning cannot be understated, nor can its inherently democratic nature. If you have a Zoom account, a modicum of charisma, discipline, and commitment to create and execute lesson plans, you can teach online. You obviously need a marketable skill set too, but that can be almost anything you're properly trained or qualified to do, such as fitness classes, makeup tutorials, writing workshops, cooking tips, and so much more. Not only can this business idea provide people with some new information, but it comes with the added boon of forging a much-needed community and a sense of connection. But, this business idea requires a lot of marketing skills to garner a student body, so to speak, so we wouldn't necessarily recommend it if you're shy on the self-promotion front. Online beauty business. Considering its several extenuating circumstances, the jury's still out on whether the lipstick effect will apply to our current economic downturn. But, according to Beauty Independent, data and expert input suggests that people have spent more money on skin and body care products since salons and spas have closed their doors. So, this might be an ideal time to launch an online beauty business that centers specifically on things like hair, nail, skin, or body care, rather than strictly focusing on makeup. We hope you enjoyed our list and opened your mind to possibilities during recession. If you did enjoy this video, you can help us by liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing to our channel. This will help us bring you more videos in the future. You can check out some of our other videos for more inspiration.